Let's be real. Taking photos of food that actually looks delicious is way harder than it looks. I've spent way too much time struggling with weird shadows and blurry shots that make a gourmet meal look like a mess. I bought and tested 5 different setups to see what actually works for food photography, so you can stop wasting your money. Product number 1. Pulu's Mini Photo Studio Lightbox. When I first pulled this out of the box, I was a bit skeptical because it folds up so small, but it literally pops into shape in 3 seconds. It feels surprisingly sturdy for something so portable. My favorite part is the built-in ring light with 104 LEDs. When I put a plate of cookies inside, the CRI of 95 made the colors look exactly like they did in real life, no weird green or yellow tints. I noticed that the stone grain fabric inside does a great job of bouncing light around, but the real winner is the top-down shooting hole. If you love that flat lay Instagram look for your food, this makes it effortless. I did find that shiny silverware can get some glares, so definitely use the included light diffuser. It softened everything right up. If you're an Etsy seller or just starting a food blog and don't have a dedicated studio space, this is a total lifesaver. It's cheap, effective, and tucks away under a bed when you're done. Product number 2. Kasukai 4K Digital Camera. Holding this camera feels like stepping back into the point-and-shoot days, but the 4K video is definitely modern. It's super lightweight, which I loved when I was moving around the kitchen trying to get different angles of a steaming bowl of ramen. The 180-degree flip screen is the highlight here. I could easily see if I was in focus while filming myself plating a dish, which is usually a massive pain. The autofocus is pretty snappy for a camera at this price point. I tried some close-up shots of a garnish and it locked on without much hunting. It also comes with a 32GB card, so I was shooting right away. I'll be honest, the 16x digital zoom isn't going to replace a professional macro lens, but for basic vlogging and bright kitchen shots, it holds its own. If you're a teen starting a YouTube cooking channel, or just want something better than your phone without spending a fortune, this is a solid entry point. Product number 3. Canon EOS Rebel T7 DSLR. This is where things start to feel pro. The moment I gripped the T7, I felt that familiar, solid DSLR weight. It's a classic for a reason. During my testing, the 24.1 megapixel sensor picked up textures that the smaller cameras just missed, like the flaky crust on a croissant or the condensation on a cold glass. The 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens is a great do-it-all starter for food shots. I really appreciated the optical viewfinder. There's just something about seeing the actual light through the lens that helps me compose a shot better. The built-in Wi-Fi was a huge help too. I could snap a photo of my dinner and beam it straight to my phone to post before the food even got cold. It's not a 4K powerhouse for video, but for pure photography, the look of the images is just better. If you're serious about learning the art of photography and want a real camera with interchangeable lenses, this is the gold standard. Product number 4. Camcori 4K 64 megapixel digital camera. This little guy surprised me because it actually has a dual camera system. Switching between the front and rear lens with one button made it really easy to go from filming the stove to filming my reaction. The build is ergonomic and fits nicely in my hand, and it feels a bit more substantial than other budget compacts. I spent an afternoon shooting some colorful fruit, and the 64 megapixel setting captured a surprising amount of detail. The anti-shake feature was a big help because I don't always want to drag a tripod into the kitchen. I also noticed it comes with 2 batteries, which is a huge plus because nothing kills the mood like a dead camera halfway through a recipe. While it has a lot of fancy filters and settings, I stuck to the basics and found it very user-friendly. If you're looking for a gift for a student or just want a dedicated travel and food camera that fits in your pocket, this one is a great value. Product number 5. Torjum Softbox Photography Lighting Kit. If you're tired of your food looking grainy because your kitchen light is dim, this is the solution. When I set this up, the first thing I noticed was how huge the light spread is for a 16-inch box. The PET fabric is super reflective, and the silver inner lining really pushes the light forward without it being harsh. I use the remote to swap between warm and cool tones, which is a game changer for setting the mood.
warm for a cozy soup, cool for a fresh salad. The tripod is surprisingly sturdy. I didn't feel like it was going to tip over even when I tilted the head at a sharp 210-degree angle to light a plate from the side. It's not just for photos either. I used it for a live stream, and it made my skin and the food look way more professional. If you have the floor space and want to stop relying on sunlight, this kit gives you that window light look any time of day. Outro. So, whether you're just starting out with a light box or ready to jump into a DSLR, these are the tools that actually made a difference in my photos. Check out the links in the description for the best prices today. Which one are you grabbing? Let me know.